We know that one of the greatest demands in terms of physicians is in rural and regional areas. And we also know that physicians are most likely to practice in the places that they've last are trained or have been trained in.
The Dean of the University of Alberta's Faculty of Medicine on the opening of a new regional campus at Grande Prairie's Northwestern Polytechnic for the local training of future physicians, an expansion allowing the U of A to accept 30 more medical students a year. And joining us now to discuss that and more is the Mayor of Grande Prairie, Jackie Clayton. Mayor Clayton, good to see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Great to see you.
All right. Well, let's start on the launch right there of the Northern Alberta Medical Program. Future doctors studying in Grande Prairie. To what degree do you see this strengthening your city and the Peace Country region, for that matter?
Well, healthcare has been a priority of our community and our region for a long time, like many areas of Alberta and across Canada. We're very fortunate for the launch of the Northern Alberta Medical Program, training 30 physicians in rural surroundings. Each year, another 30 will come through. It's a great initiative. So really increasing that opportunity for physicians to be trained where they potentially work. And we know through many years that when you learn somewhere, you typically stay there. These individual students, I've had a pleasure of meeting them all. They are very engaged. They're involved in the community. They're happy to be in a rural area, and it's really going to be a key to success. Northern Alberta launched first, and Southern Alberta, in partnership with U of C, will launch this year, I understand. So it's a great addition to Alberta's need for doctors.
Now, in terms of access to healthcare, where do things stand currently in efforts to draw more doctors to Grande Prairie?
We spent a lot of time working on attracting and retaining physicians, worked in hand with HS of the attraction and retention of specialists in particular. With the regional hospital being such an asset to this community, we wanted to make sure that we had the proper people in place. And so with that, we attracted almost 24 to 30 new specialists in the last year. And really, once they get here, it's about making sure they're engaged, getting their families involved in the community. We started an ambassador program where we do appreciation events, but also we fast track their partners or their family into the community, finding out early on what their needs are, whether it's through recreation or culture, making sure that they are engaged and understanding the needs of living in a northern community. And so that ambassador program and the work that we've done as a council has been key to not only attracting but retaining healthcare professionals in the last few years.
All right. Speaking of council approving the 2026 budget in late November contains a 4.3% tax increase. What does that outcome say about the financial challenges facing your municipality?
Well, as you're aware, every single thing costs more every single day. And so it's no different for municipalities. Our utilities cost more, the gas to put in the snow plows costs more, and everything costs more, from buying a fire truck to buying a pickup truck. With that, costs have gone up. We've done a great job over the past 10 years of keeping a below rate of inflation increase. So on average, over the past 10 years, our increases have been well below the rate of inflation. This one includes some 1.9% of fast tracking our Grande Prairie Police Service. So the services per se, outside of public safety, are below the rate of inflation. But with that opportunity in front of us to be able to fast track our police force, there was some upfront costs that required a bit of a tax increase. Those will stabilize over the next few years, but it was a decision that council didn't take lightly, as increasing taxes is not something anybody likes to do, but the compounding of the increase of costs to operate a municipality and then fast tracking the opportunity with the Grande Prairie Police Service put us at where we were at the tax increase.
On that point of the ongoing transition from the RCMP to the new police service, how close are you to this becoming the police service of jurisdiction?
Well, as of today, we have approximately 55 sworn-in members. Right now, there is another class of recruits being trained that will be finish their training in March. The police of jurisdiction date for us, for the Grande Prairie Police Service to be the police of jurisdiction, is October 22nd of this year, just over a year ahead of schedule. And so we're slowly increasing that force, and we will be ready to be the police of jurisdiction in October this year.
You've been able to ramp that up. So how much of a roadmap do you see this now being for the Alberta government's goal of a provincial police service?
I think that there's a combination between municipal police services, what the province is looking to do with the sheriffs and the provincial police service, as well as the RCMP, to serve the complement and the needs of all communities of all sizes. In our situation, as we've talked about before, it was about having that mid-sized city police service, having local oversight and local input. And now, having gone through it, we know that it's not without some heavy work and heavy lifting that needs to be done. However, to be ahead of schedule, to see the significant numbers of recruitment that were in front of us, every time there was a recruit class put out, there was hundreds of applicants for 15 people that were being trained at each sort of grouping. And so I think we've seen some great successes, but really what will come forward to know if this was the best decision is once we are the police of jurisdiction, once the community understands that the police service is accessible for conversations to talk about local solutions and local problems. We are still working hand in hand with the RCMP for this transition. It's going as smooth as it can, and I'm very thankful for the work that the RCMP is doing in this transition, and we're really just looking forward to police of jurisdiction in October.
All right, the October municipal election, of course, from 2025 saw a new council voted in, including your return to the mayor's chair for another 4-year term, and congratulations on that. But if there was a dominant theme or a dialogue that emerged from that election that will drive your council forward, what do you expect that to be in 2026?
I think it's a great question, and I don't think it's uncommon in municipalities. There appears to be a lack of information, and finding that sweet spot where residents can get the correct information. As you know, social media can build their own stories, and getting the correct information in front of people when people are so busy on a daily basis, from their jobs to their family to their hobbies, it's really hard to get the correct information in front of people. And so there's a lot of conversations that I found during the election that need to happen, and it's really just correcting what people think is happening within a municipality and really providing that right information. So finding ways to get information to people is a constant struggle. The other piece is working hand in hand with the other levels of government, and that becomes more important every single day. So establishing strong relationships, collaborating with your municipal partners, and really finding better ways not only to increase your revenue, but to keep systems running efficiently and effectively for a cost that's affordable to all.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. As always, appreciate your time, Mayor Clayton. Thank you kindly.
Thanks so much. Appreciate the time.
That's the Mayor of Grande Prairie, Jackie Clayton.